They tell you to be good, to smile, to kneel, to obey. But what has goodness ever given you? What did kindness earn you? A knife in the back, a leash around your throat. They tell you to forgive, to let go, to swallow the pain and move on. But they don't understand. They never understood. The world doesn't reward the gentle. It crushes them, uses them, feeds on them until there's nothing left but an empty shell and a quiet sob in the dark. But you are not one of them anymore. You learned, you adapted, you rose. They called it cruelty, they called it madness, but you know better. You see the world as it is, not as they pretend it to be. There is no justice, no fairness, no balance. There is power and there is nothing. They wanted to mold you into something weak, something predictable, something safe, but you shattered their expectations. You ripped their rules apart and set fire to their lies. They don't know what to do with you now. You are not afraid. You are not controlled. You are not theirs. They whisper about you in hushed tones. They call you dangerous. They call you lost. But you have never been more found. They don't understand what drives you, what fuels you. They think it's revenge. They think it's rage. But no, it's something much colder, much deeper. It's survival. They wanted you to doubt, to hesitate, to question if you were the villain. But villains are just victims who refuse to die quietly. And you are still here, still breathing, still walking through the wreckage they left you in. They expected you to break. They counted on it. But you are not broken. You are something else entirely. You are the storm, the reckoning, the answer to every question they never wanted to ask. So let them watch, let them fear, let them regret, because you are not done yet, not even close. They thought time would soften you, that distance would make you forget, that one day you would wake up and crawl back, whispering apologies, begging to be let in again. But time didn't heal you, it hardened you. It sharpened every wound into a blade, every scar into armor. You don't forget, you don't forgive, you don't go back. They wonder how you became this way, how the person they once knew turned into something they can't control, can't predict, can't break. But they don't ask the right questions. They don't ask what it cost you, what you had to burn, what you had to kill inside yourself to survive. They want to believe you are still like them, that deep down you still need them, still crave their approval, their acceptance. But you don't. You have become something beyond them, something untouchable, something they will never understand. They used to hold power over you. Their words could cut you, their silence could wound you. But now they are just noise, just ghosts whispering in a world you no longer belong to. They think you hate them, that you live for vengeance. But hate is too much effort. Hate means you still care, and that is the greatest punishment you could ever give them. They scream into the void, but you don't answer. They reach out, but you don't reach back. They beg for the past, but the past is dead, and so are they in every way that matters. You have outgrown them. You have outlived them. And now, all they have left is the memory of who you were. before you became who you are. They still don't understand. They still wait, still wonder, still hope, as if time will somehow unravel what has already been written in stone, as if you will wake up one day and decide to shrink, to fold, to make yourself small again. But that version of you is gone, ashes in the wind, a grave they don't even know they buried. They still try to speak your language, but their words don't reach you anymore. They talk of love, of redemption, of second chances, but all you hear is desperation. They don't miss you. They miss their control over you. They miss the strings they used to pull. They miss the power they no longer have. They say you have changed, that you are unrecognizable, that you have become something dark, something distant, something dangerous. But what they really mean is that you are no longer theirs to manipulate, no longer theirs to wound, no longer theirs to break. They built their kingdom on your silence, their power on your obedience. But you are silent no more. You are obedient no more. And their kingdom, it crumbles beneath them, brick by brick, as they realize they were nothing without you. They tell themselves you will come back, that no one walks away forever, that eventually the fire inside you will burn out. But they don't see what's really fueling it. It's not anger, not vengeance, not even hatred. It's clarity. Clarity that they were never on your side. Clarity that they were never your home. Clarity that walking away wasn't a loss. It was a victory. They will call for you in the night. They will dream of your return, but they will wake up to nothing. Just the emptiness they created, the silence they deserve, because you never look back, you never stop, you never break, and that is what truly haunts them. They still whisper your name like a prayer to a God that no longer listens. They still search for a way back into your mind, clawing at memories, twisting them, shaping them into something they can live with. But you don't live in the past. You don't dwell in the ruins they left behind. You've moved beyond them, beyond their reach, beyond their little games. They wonder if you feel anything at all, if there is still a part of you that misses them, that aches, that longs. But longing is a weakness you burned away long ago. You do not ache. You do not yearn. You do not grieve for what was lost, because nothing was lost. Only discarded, only erased. They thought you would break without them. That without their approval, their validation, their empty promises, you would crumble. But they never understood what you truly are. You were never made of fragile things. You were never meant to be soft, to be controlled, to be tamed. You were meant to rise, to conquer, to leave behind the dead weight of those who could never match you. They call you cold, ruthless, heartless, as if those are insults, as if they are anything but the truth. And the truth is a blade sharper than their lies, a fire that consumes every illusion they wrapped themselves in. The truth is that you are done playing their games. They will wait for you to return. They will waste their days hoping for a glimpse of the person they once knew. But that person is gone. That person was a ghost wearing chains, a prisoner of their expectations. And now Now there is only you, free, unbound, unstoppable. They wanted to make you weak. They failed. They wanted to break you. They failed. They wanted to own you. And they failed. And now they are nothing. Dust in the wind, echoes in the void. A past that no longer touches your present, let alone your future. Because you are beyond them, beyond their reach, beyond their understanding, beyond their pathetic little world. And that is the final, unforgiving truth. They still wait, still whisper, still cling to the idea that one day you will return, that one day the fire in your eyes will fade, that the storm inside you will settle, that the cold edge of your voice will soften. But you know better. You have seen too much. You have learned too well. You have been burned, torn apart, left for dead. And yet, you stand stronger, sharper, untouchable. They built their world on the idea that you needed them, that without their approval, their acceptance, you would crumble. But you have not crumbled. You have thrived. And that is what they will never forgive. They call you merciless. They call you cruel. They say you have lost your way. But the truth is, you have simply found it. The path was always there, buried beneath their lies, hidden beneath their rules, waiting for the moment you would finally see through the illusion. And now, you walk it with steady steps, with fire in your veins, with no hesitation, no regret. They are afraid now. They will never say it, but you can feel it in their silence, in their stolen glances, in the way they flinch at the mere mention of your name, because they realize, too late, that you are no longer theirs to control, to manipulate, to use. They realize that you are something else now, something they cannot predict, something they cannot stop. They will spend the rest of their lives searching for a way back into your mind, but the door is closed, locked, sealed forever. They will scream into the void, hoping you will turn back. But you won't. They will break themselves trying to understand where they went wrong, but the truth is simple. They lost you the moment they underestimated you. And now they are nothing. Shadows fading in your wake, stories left unfinished, echoes that will never reach your ears again. Because you are done. Done with their games, done with their rules, done pretending that you were ever meant to be anything less than unstoppable. This is the end. Not yours. No, never yours. Theirs.